afternoon, students. I hope all you are safe in your homes and be in home and be safe. And don't forget to wash your hands to protect yourself from the COVID-19. Okay, today students, do you like to play? Yes? Well, I also want to, or I also like to play. So can you name some? We divided the games in indoor and outdoor games, isn't it? Yes. Can you name some indoor games? Yes. Chess, carom, billiards. Okay, so many are there. Can you name some outdoor games? Yes, cricket. Boys are they like to play cricket, football and volleyball. And girls, shuttlecock, badminton, like that. So these are the games, and there are some athletics, just like high jump, long jump, running race, discus throw, shot put. These are called as athletics. So here is an poem written by David Batts. The poem name is A Girl Called Golden. A Girl Called Golden. Poem. A Girl Called Golden. A Girl Called Golden. Written by David Batts. David Batson. So David Batson, he was an Australian poet. He was an Australian poet. He lived in the period of 1921 to 1998. 1921 to 1998. So in this period, this David Batson has lived. And he was also a photographer. Not only a poet, he was also a photographer. David was well known among the networks of children's authors and illustrations who met at the Journalists Club at Sydney. So he was popular in writing the poems about the children, for children. Besides writing poems for children, David was interested in ocean theatre and photography. So, David Batson was also a photographer. He has published children's poems in numerous magazines and as anthologies of his own. So his poems has been published in numerous magazines. So in this poem, the girl called Golden. In this poem, it is an ode. Observe the word ode. Ode means ode. A poem in price of Praise. Praise. A poem in price of. So in this poem, the poet David Batson is going to praise the achievements of Betty Cuthbert. Betty Cuthbert was a great sprinter. Sprinters means the fastest runner. So Betty Cuthbert, his full name is Elizabeth Cuthbert. So he was a girl who won 3 gold medals at 1956 Olympic Games in Melbourne. So she was an Australian athlete. Betty Cuthbert was an Australian athlete. She was a great sprinter. Sprinters means fastest runner. Sprint. Observe the word sprint. S-P-R-I-N-T. S-P-R-I-N-T. Sprint means to run or go very fast. To run or go very fast. For a short distance. ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಓಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ. And she had won 3 gold medals at the 1956 Olympic Games in Melbourne. So she had won 3 gold medals for his country at 1956 Olympics, which was held in Melbourne. And also she added a 4th gold medal at the 1964 Olympic in Tokyo. So totally she won 4 gold medals in her life. So that's why she was called as a girl called golden. Students, now you understood why the poet has put the name as the girl called golden, because in this poem he is going to tell us about the great runner, the great sprinter Betty Cuthbert, and she has won 4 gold medals. That's why she was called as golden girl, or the girl called golden. So here, how she worked hard to achieve this. How she worked. That's what he is going to tell us in this poem. Let's page number 67. First I will read the poem or recite the poem. Observe my pronunciation and follow it. A girl called Golden, David Batson. Why did you run when your schoolmates were walking? Why did you sprint if they started to run? Why did you train while others were playing? What was the secret that made it seem fun? Was it the feel of the fresh air and sunshine? Was it the stir of the breeze in your hair? What made the coach recognize you too were special? What was it because you had courage to spare? Showing your will when the muscles were aching, long spells of effort and much to be learned, heeding the words that some others rejected, knowing that winning could only be earned. Time slipped away, then come the Olympics, still in your teens, but spurred on by the chase, glory at last, as you gained your gold medals, a time to remember the rest of your years. Once again I will read the poem again. Why did you run when your schoolmates were walking? Why did you sprint if they started to run? Why did you train while others were playing? What was the secret that made it seem fun? Was it the feel of the fresh air and sunshine? Was it the stir of the breeze in your hair? What made the coach recognize you were special? Was it because you had courage to stay? Showing your will when the muscles were aching, long spells of efforts and much to be learned, heeding the words that some others rejected, knowing that winning could only be earned. Time slipped away, then came the Olympics, still in your teens, but spurred on by the chase, glory at last, as you gained your gold medals, a time to remember the rest of your years. So now I am going to explain from first stanza. So here, this was in the poet asking question to the girl, that Betty Cuthbert, and in the form of question only, he also is himself is giving the answer. He has imagined the answer for that. The first stanza is asking questions, and in the second stanza is giving answer to those questions in the form of question. So he is asking, why did you run when your schoolmates were walking? So when you are going to school, when your schoolmates, your friends, when your friends were walking, you are running. Why? So it shows that the courage, the efficiency of Betty Cuthbert, and she was more capable. The capability of Betty Cuthbert and the efficiency of Betty Cuthbert is showing here. Because when her friends, when her schoolmates were walking, she was running. She was running. So that's the special qualities that she has. The poet is asking, why you are running while your schoolmates are walking? And the second question is asking, why do you sprint if they started to run? Sprint, I have write the meaning of the word sprint. To run or go very fast for short distance. So, when your schoolmates are walking, you are running. But when your schoolmates are running, you must sprint. You must started to sprint. Why did you sprint when they started to run? When they were walking, she is running. When they were running, she sprint. Sprint means ವೇಗವಾಗಿ ಓಡತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು. Why did you train while others were playing? So when our friends, when the schoolmates are all playing, but she was getting training how to improve her running. Because that much of efficiency, she had an aim, she had a goal, she had a dream to achieve something. Maybe it is to win the gold medal in Olympics. So that's why she was putting effort, so much of effort. She was working hard. She didn't spend in her childhood days with her, simply she didn't waste her time. So that's what she is different from other girls. Why did you train while others were playing? So our schoolmates they were all playing happily. They are playing games. They are making fun, something like that. But she was getting training about running. What was the secret that made it seem fun? So what is the secret of your effort? Why do you doing all these things? So the poet is asking her that why you are special. When all your friends were walking, you were running. When they were running, you were spent. And when they were playing, you were getting training. Why all these things? And the second stanza is going to give the answer. Was it the feel of the fresh air and sunshine? So for the first question he is giving the answer in the way of question only. The first question was what he asked: why did you run when your schoolmates were walking? For that answer, was it the feel of the fresh air and sunshine? So in the morning, the way air was so much, it was a fresh air will be there, and sunlight was little bit not that much warm. It was somewhat okay. So for that only you are running. You are feeling happy, so you are running. Because of the fresh air and because of the sunshine, you are feeling happy. So for that only you are running. Like that he is imagining himself. Was it the stir of breeze in your hair? Second, why did you sprint if they started to run? For that question is giving answer of the breeze. Was it the stir of the breeze in your hair? The breeze means flows. So for the breeze only you are running to get the flowers, to get the breeze in your air. What made the coach recognize you were special? So there were so many children, and you are only getting training. In the first stanza, the third question is there: why did you train when others were playing? So all the students, all the schoolmates are playing, but you are also getting training. So what made the coach recognize you were special? Why did the coach selected you to give the training? So coach only selected you, coach only recognized you, coach only identified you that you have that talent. If I give coaching to you, you may achieve something. Like that he might have thought. That's why he is giving coaching. Was it because you had courage to spare? You have that courage, you have that efficiency, capability. That's why you are being selected. Showing your will when the muscles were aching. So when you are working hard, when you are getting coaching, when you are putting lot of effort, that time maybe your muscles may be hatching, but the will you have has made it that time you have showed your willpower. So when you are working hard, when you are running, your muscles maybe there will be pain in your muscles. But the will which was there in your mind, which forgets your pain, make you to forget your pain. Long spells of effort and much to be learned. So there are in this achievement, there are so much of effort. There are so much of effort. There ಕವಿ ಈ ಬೆಟ್ಟಿ ಕತ್ಬರ್ಡ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ಅವಳ ಶಾಲೆಯ ಸಹಪಾಠಿಗಳು ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇವಳು ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರು. ಅವರು ಓಡಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ಇವಳು ಇನ್ನೂ ಜೋರಾಗಿ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದರು. ಅವರೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಆಟ ಆಡ್ತಾ ಇರಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಇವಳು ತರಬೇತಿ ಪಡಿತಾ ಇದ್ರು. ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂದರೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವರೇ ಉತ್ತರ ಕೊಟ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ಆ ಬೆಳಗಿನ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಗಾಳಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಸೂರ್ಯನ ಕಿರಣಗಳಿಗಾಗಿ ನೀನು ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಹಾಗೇನೆ ಆ ಹೂವಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ಓಡ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಹಾಗೆ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನೇ ಯಾಕೆ ಗುರುತಿಸಿ ನಿನಗೆ ಕೋಚ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ಹೆಂಗೆ ಗುರುತಿಸಿದ್ರು ನಿನ್ನ ಅಂತ ಎಲ್ಲ ಕೂಡ ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಓಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನಿನಗೆ ಕಾಲಿನಲ್ಲಿ ನೋವು ಬಂದಾಗ ನಿನ್ನ ಆ ಒಂದು ದೃಢ ಮನಸ್ಸು ಸಾಧಿಸಬೇಕಾದಂಥ ಛಲ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ, ಅದರಿಂದ ನೀನು ಆ ನೋವನ್ನು ಮರೆತೆ. Showing your will when the muscles were itching. Showing your will when the muscles are itching. Here, one word is there, coach. C-O-A-C-H. C-O-A-C-H. Coach means a person who teaches. A person who teaches and trains an athlete, A-T-H-L-E-T, athlete or performer, is called as, it may be asked for given word for the following. Okay, so showing your will when the muscles were itching, long spells of effort and much to be learned. So there are so much of left that you have to learn. So it is not an easy thing to win the gold medal in Olympics. We have to work hard. We have to put so much of effort that Betty Cuthbert has done this, knowing that winning could only be earned. So success will not come easily. So to get success, we have to work hard. So what she has done, she has worked hard to get the success. Time slipped away. Then came the Olympics, still in our teens, but spurred on by the cheese glory at last as you gained your gold medals. A time to remember the rest of your years. So at last, time slipped away. So she was prepared herself well for the Olympics. She worked hard. She put lot of effort, and she was ready now. So time slipped away. Kala kalitu. Then came the Olympics. Olympics came. 1956 Olympics at Melbourne. Olympics came, still in your teens. So when she ran in that Olympics, she was a teenager. Teen means teenager. Well, she was a teenager, but spurred on by the cheese. Spurred means here spurred. S-P-U-R-R-E. S-P-U-R-R-E-D. R-R-E-D. Spurred means encouraged, to try, and trains, try order to achieve something. Achieve something. So here, but spurred on by the cheer. So the supporters, the audience who were there, were supported her well by cheering. Supported glory at last. So she get spirit by the cheerings and she achieved that. What she has achieved? As you gained your gold medals, a time to remember the rest of your years. So she in that Olympics she has achieved she has won the gold medals and she can live by remembering those days, conditions, those achievements in her rest of her life, rest of her years. ಅಂದರೆ ಅವಳು ಸಾಕಷ್ಟು ಪ್ರಯತ್ನವನ್ನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾಳೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಯತ್ನ ಆಗ ಒಲಿಂಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಲಿಂಪಿಕ್ಸ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಜನರ ಒಂದು ಹರ್ಷೋದ್ಗಾರದ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಅವಳು ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಮೆಡಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ಗೆದ್ದು ಆ ಒಂದು ಸಾಧನೆಯ ನೆನಪಿನಲ್ಲೇ ಕೂಡ ತನ್ನ ಉಳಿದ ಬದುಕನ್ನು ಅವಳು ಕಳೀತಾಳೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಗರ್ಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ golden. So if you worked hard, if you put lot of effort, success will fix it. Maybe we will get success. So that is what the poet David Batson is tells us about with example of Briti Karta. I hope you have all enjoyed the poem. Okay. Okay, thank you.